Matthew Durham was the image of the all-American boy any parent would be proud to call their son. And those who knew Matthew thought of him as a saint, a 20-year-old Christian missionary from Oklahoma City who traveled 8,000 miles to Kenya to volunteer at an orphanage for abused and neglected children. But behind the smiles of the kids Matthew worked with and mentored were tears they cried alone in secret. Because Matthew Durham may not be what he appears to be. His shocking confession, shot on a cell phone video by Upendo Orphanage Director Eunice Menja, exposes the missionary as a monster.
I think I made her take off her clothes.
Hiding inside him, he would later claim in court, was a demon named Luke, short for Lucifer, and that it was the devil who made him sexually molest the innocent kids aged 6 to 9 in his care.
I've told you that I've struggled with this my whole life.
The bottom line is that Mr. Durham is a threat to children.
Durham's facade was shattered when a caretaker at the orphanage allegedly found him in bed with a little girl in the middle of the night. And court records show she wasn't his only victim. The orphanage director claims several girls told her they'd been doing, quote, bad manners with Matthew. Durham was also accused of sexually assaulting little boys.
The children were verbally saying that they had been sexually abused, but I didn't know how much the abuse was.
Durham actually tells how he lured one of his young female prey in his video confession.
Late at night, I would take her from her bed and tell her to go to the bathroom.
Then admits to sexually assaulting his 6-year-old victim.
Did you?
Yes.
Durham flew home to Oklahoma, where he became the focus of an international sex crimes trial covered by our Oklahoma affiliate, KFOR. And the cell phone video confession was the prosecution's key piece of evidence.
I would tell them not to tell anyone.
After a 2-week trial, Matthew Durham was convicted on 7 counts of engaging in illicit sexual conduct with children in a foreign place and could be sentenced to up to 30 years for each count.
This case shows that the FBI, law enforcement, prosecutors, we protect all children, no matter where they're from.
But now Matthew Durham is saying he didn't do it. His attorney claims the cell phone confession was under duress and that Durham was being held captive in Kenya and forced to make this video admitting to the abuse just to get out of the country. Durham's family is still standing firmly behind him. The once revered young missionary is seeking a new trial. His attorney, Stephen Jones, who once represented Timothy McVeigh, is claiming the prosecution withheld medical information that could have raised reasonable doubt. In fact, a federal judge is now looking into those allegations of misconduct.
The government failed to reveal to us that its medical testimony was insubstantial and had been contradicted by medical experts that the government consulted.
But the prosecutor is standing by his conviction, and the orphanage says the children of Kenya are sleeping much easier.
The only thing that I'm glad happened is that there was justice served.